everyone, welcome to Xbox On. Now, there are loads of cool backwards compatible games that you can play on Xbox One right now.
So we thought we'd take a look at some of our favourites that you just have to play.
Oh, there's a list of must-play games and Ellen's put an Assassin's Creed game on it. Someone call the I Called It Brigade. Yes, many of you will know I love a bit of sneaky stabby in my video games, and much of this love has been both satiated and fueled by the Assassin's Creed series. Assassin's Creed 2 is one of my all-time favourite games, and I was so happy the day it was announced to be added to the list of backwards compatible games. It was a real step up from the previous title, streamlining the game and also including additional ways to murder your foes. Developers really listened to players' concerns, with one reviewer I love calling it Assassin's Creed Repentance. Introducing us to Ezio, a charming Italian who takes his revenge upon the Templars who killed his family, the game helped us explore beautiful areas of Italy. Oh, and stab lots of bad guys by jumping on them from above.
Go! One game that you have to play on Backward Compat is Black Ops 1. It's one of my favourite Call of Duty games of all time and just has that old school feel which is perfect to hop onto, especially if you've gotten a little tired of playing some of the more futuristic shooters out there. It's all just raw FPS action. It's all boots on the ground, giving you the chance to use some of those old school iconic weapons like the M16 and FAMAS, which is some of my favourites to use. And one other great thing is that it gives you the chance to go back and play on all of the classic Black Ops 1 maps, both in multiplayer and zombies, which is where the whole zombie storyline really kicked off. So if you've never got a chance to play those zombie maps and try and figure out some of those Easter eggs, now's your chance. Though one thing I'm really surprised about is there are still some Easter eggs that haven't been found after nearly 10 years. 10 years. The campaign is definitely worth a playthrough, and don't forget to abuse that dolphin dive, which I'm still sad to this day that it's not in any other Call of Duty. Nothing better than watching someone dolphin dive onto an objective filled with explosives.
Whether you have it included in the amazing bundle of games that is Rare Replay or have the individual 360 game, BANJO-KAZOOIE is one of the must-play titles of gaming history. Created by the lovely people over at Rare, it was originally released in 1998 for the N64, re-released for the Xbox 360 10 years later, and now it's backwards compatible on Xbox One. Included in my must-play list of platformers earlier this year, I'm including BANJO-KAZOOIE in this list as well because, seriously, I picked it up for the first time just a few months ago and I fell in love with it. I love the characters designed by the very talented Steve Mayles and brought to life by the team, the brilliant music by Grant Kirkhope, whose work I absolutely love, and the wonderfully thought out levels, all varied and bringing all new challenges to players. It reminded me so much of similar 90s platformer games I played around its initial release, and it made me regret not playing it then. I really missed out as a kid. But now I'm able to play all 3 BANJO-KAZOOIE games on Back Compat, which makes me a very happy Kazooie.
With Halo Wars 2 coming out in the near future, it's definitely worth hopping on and having a go at the original Halo Wars. If not only to just get used to the in-game mechanics, which are going to be very similar in Halo Wars 2, which if you didn't know had been designed from the ground up to work on the Xbox controller, which is a first time for an RTS. Also, if you're a Halo fan, this game is a must-play. It's set 21 years before the events of Halo 1 unfold, giving you the opportunity to learn more about the universe's backstory, along with leading huge-scale battles against the Covenant with a huge army of Marines. But one thing I would totally recommend doing is getting a load of Warthogs for an all-out cavalry charge. Just run over a load of grunts. Seriously satisfying.
The Enrichment Center is required to remind you that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
The cake may be a lie, but the fact that this game is brilliant is not. What do you mean that was the most crowbar joke ever? Shut up. Portal, brought to the Xbox 360 as Portal Still Alive with added bonus content, is a cult classic for very good reasons. Not only does it have the catchiest credit song ever, but it's just a great game. Valve's brilliant physics engine was not just impressive, but also allowed for brand new puzzles and paved the way for games following it. The portal gun was an ingenious mechanic. Adding a whole new level to the game's puzzles in more ways than one, the portal gun literally opened up all new possibilities to the platforming genre. My favourite part about playing the game was that although the puzzles were fairly mind-bending and really made you think, they were never impossible. It was fun enough that if it wasn't clicking, you still wandered around trying to solve it yourself. Not once did I have to do a cheeky search for a walkthrough online. Honest. This, together with the brilliant and often dark humour in the game, means that it's got a strong fan base and you should join us by playing it on Back Compat.
Stop squirming and die like an adult or I'm going to delete your backup.
This is your chance, as at E3 we finally found out that Marcus Phoenix is going to be in Gears of War 4, so it's definitely worth, before the game comes out in October, to hop onto your Xbox One with a mate and just play through the entire Gears of War trilogy. Yes, 1, 2 and 3 to refresh your memory on everything that happened. This is actually one of my favourite game trilogies to come to Back Compat, as I've got a load of memories of playing the game through with my brother when I was younger, and the game has everything you could ask for. Amazing gameplay, an awesome story, along with a multiplayer that I spent countless hours on trying to get those seriously achievements. I still never got one. Livid.
So the LEGO series has a fantastic collection of games to its name. In the Back Compat titles, LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga is up there as an amazing game, but as a fan of parrots and peg legs, I'm gonna have to give some love to LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game. I mean, Jack Sparrow in LEGO form, it's just wonderful. Look at his little walk. As with any other LEGO game, it takes you on a brick-building interactive adventure of the franchise. The game covers all 4 films, which was a wonderful bit of nostalgia for me as a fan of the film series, and it was also brilliant in including the 4th film because it meant I didn't have to watch it. What? I mean, I'll watch it one day, but come on, I've got the story from playing the LEGO version, which is infinitely less silly. Isn't that enough? I have fond memories of jumping into this game with my sister, who also loves it. It retains the feel and humour of the films whilst injecting the joy that is LEGO. This game is yet another reason I trust TT with franchises I love, and why I'm so excited about the Goonies, Adventure Time and Beetlejuice coming to LEGO Dimensions.
So earlier this year, Bethesda released an update to an all-time classic in Doom 2016. The original had the biggest impact on first-person shooters in gaming history, which you can now play through Back Compat. Now, I know you don't get to use the new, shiny, updated 3D weapons like you do in Doom 2016 if you manage to find all those damn hidden levers to unlock the original Doom maps, but what you do get, especially if you play on Nightmare, is a really difficult, rewarding challenge, because one thing that you cannot disagree with is that a lot of games made 20+ years ago are a lot more difficult, and it's definitely a game you should experience if you haven't had the pleasure to do so.
Brought to us by the creator of Rayman, and by the way, I totally include Rayman Origins as an honourable mention on this list. Beyond Good and Evil is a much loved and critically acclaimed game. Originally released on the Xbox in 2003, when Beyond Good and Evil HD came out in 2011 for the Xbox 360, fans were very happy about it, and now you have the chance to play it on your Xbox One thanks to Back Compat. Playing as Jade, a photojournalist with martial arts abilities, what, it's a video game. It's up to you and your Uncle Paige to expose the alpha sections and how they're not really protecting your planet from the aliens attacking you. Ooh, conspiracy. The combat is really fun, but I'm a particular fan of the puzzle solving and stealth-based gameplay. Also, hovercraft. It's a classic that any action-adventure fan must have a go on, and then you can join the thousands of fans impatiently waiting for a sequel which Ubisoft keep dangling in front of us with their teaser trailers and hints and interviews. Stop teasing the fans, Ubi!
So there are just a few of our favourite Back Compat games. Make sure to subscribe if you're new and let us know what you think in the comments below.
Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and we will see you next time.